Okay, it looks like Mr. Suku has joined us.
Okay. Great. Anybody else we're expecting, Laura? Are presenters available?
Yes, they are both here.
Great, great. Okay, welcome everybody. This is our November meeting of the Architects Review Board for Town and Country. We'll start the meeting with the roll call. Laura?
Chairman Benegas?
Here.
Mr. Clark?
Here.
Mr. Forbringer?
Here.
Ms. Proust?
Here.
And Mr. Suku?
Here.
I have Mr. Arzano and Ms. Bennis as absent. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from our October meeting that have been previously distributed. Any additions, changes, corrections?
I move that we approve the minutes as distributed.
Been a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I will second.
There's been a second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Excuse me. Next item on the agenda is a new home, new residence at 25 Roclair Lane. Is presenter for that project.
I am here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
If you'd introduce yourself.
Sure. My name is Kenny LeMay with Bozich Construction, and we are presenting for the homeowner at 25 Roclair.
Okay, thank you. A connection problem blocked out your first name.
Kenny.
Kenny, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, give us an overview of the project if you would.
Sure. It's a single-family home, obviously, all brick. The square footage is we're at about 5,500 on the square footage. Like I said, full brick, no swimming pool, pretty traditional style.
Okay, any questions for Mr. LeMay?
Chairman Benegas?
Yes.
I did want to note for the record, staff has received one public comment in regards to this project, and it was distributed to the members prior to the meeting.
Thank you. We'll get to that in just one moment here. Any questions for Mr. LeMay? Ryan, I have a question for you on this project. We have the tree study. That from it looks like over half the trees from this lot are being removed. Can you help me understand how they met the standard?
They're about three quarters are being removed. So what that means is, per our ordinance, they can make up the difference with new trees or pay a fee. I've made the builder aware of that. If they choose to pay the fee, we will charge that at time of building permit when we issue it. Right now, that fee is somewhere in the range of $4,000 to $6,000. So it's the decision of the builder and the homeowners how they wish to address making up that gap, that replacement, the 25% replacement that they're required to meet.
Okay, so Mr. LeMay, can you help us understand, besides the trees that have been determined to be unhealthy, what would lead to needing to remove 75% of the trees?
Basically, when they built this home, they put all their trees around the house. So the old house that's being removed, it's smack dab in the middle of like the building, I would say the footprint. So there's nowhere to move the house, push it forward, back, side to side. And they're circumferencing the residence. Some that the only ones that we could possibly that were not that we didn't have to remove for construction, they were dead. They were in bad shape. So while unfortunate, they're really just, and the homeowner, they tried to keep, they wanted to keep as many as they could, but to put any house on there, you may not kill them the first week you build, but within a couple of years, there's so much disturbance around them. So we're going to work on, I know, putting trees in, we just haven't figured out where. So I realize that the new rule for the tree removal, we'll just have to work through that about adding some trees and obviously paying a fee.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Mr. Lemay? Okay, Mr. Lemay, we do have one public comment regarding this project. Have you received that by chance?
Is it in regards to the neighbor to the south regarding the stormwater?
Yes.
Yeah, I've talked with him extensively, and what I told him is just to make him, feel like his voice is being heard. I said to obviously let you guys know, he's concerned with some water. He says that is runoff onto his property. I guess there was an issue in the past. I made it known to him that there's along the property line, there's some trees that will be like little decorative trees that we could create a swale to keep the water from going from 25 to I think 23. So I just told him, I said, if that makes you feel, I said, well, we're going to make sure it doesn't happen, but to be sure to let everybody know. So that way it's on record.
Okay. Ryan, can you address this issue for us, please?
Certainly. The plans show a stormwater retention system in the rear yard that is going to meet our 150% requirement. It's been reviewed, and the contours of the lot as shown appear to be directing the water towards this system. Through the course of construction, we'll monitor that. It has to be inspected. So before we issue a final completion, staff will verify that the property is stormwater is draining as it should into this system.
Okay. Any committee questions regarding that? Okay. Now, the other item in the letter is in regard to a tree on the south edge of the property that apparently is dead and hanging over on the neighbor's property. Mr. Lemay, is it fair to assume that that's one of the trees that's going to be removed?
It is. Yeah, we looked at it the first time, and I talked with Dave, the neighbor, and told him we would take care of that.
Right.
I just do it right away, and until we got approval.
Right. Okay. Hearing no other comments or questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve.
I second.
There's been a motion, a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Mr. Lemay, congratulations. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you as always.
Yeah.
Have a good.
Next item on the agenda is a new home at 418 Stone Chase Lane. And I think Mr. Simon is with us. Mr. Simon, you're muted. Laura, can you help him unmute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay, good.
Good evening. For the
How are
record,
you?
For the record, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Barry Simon with Simon Homes.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. We got your proposal. Can you give us an overview of the project?
Absolutely. This is a lot, actually, it's 418 Stone Chase Lane, which is lot number 7 of Stone Chase on Conway. The lot is a little over an acre. It's 43,601 square feet. It's 4,700 square feet of floor area. We have 79.04% of green space. We're 62.8 feet back to the closest point from the curb to the closest point of the house. And on your front page of the packet that I gave you, that we submitted, it includes all the materials, the roof, the brick, the trim, and the window. The next page that you should have in your packet would be a site plan prepared by Stock and Associates. It shows that the house fits really perfectly on the lot, fits within the, and fits perfectly within the building pad. The next sheet you would have, we have a complete landscape plan. We meet all the requirements that are required for landscaping. Plus, as we get further back in our packet, you'll see that we have pictures of the trees that back up to the lot and pictures of the lots that are adjacent and across the street as well. Next, we do have the next page is an architectural print that shows the masonry, and this is the front elevation. Front elevation is 95% masonry, very little trim or siding. The very next page is the same, but it's a color rendering, and it pretty closely represents the colors that our clients have. This house is sold, that our clients have selected. Next, we have the left side elevation, and on the left side we have 51% masonry. And on the very next page is just a color rendering of the left side. I think it's really beautiful. And then the very next page is your right side, which includes 61% masonry, and then followed by a color rendering of that left side, of the right side. And then finally, we have the rear elevation, which is 48% masonry, and that's followed by the color rendering, again representing the colors that our clients have selected. The house is a story and a half. It's a 3-car side entry garage, master bedroom on the first floor, open floor plan with a kitchen, breakfast, hearth room all open. Opens, double doors open up to an outside covered patio with a masonry fireplace as well. And the first floor consists of 3,500 square feet. Next page will be the second floor, which are 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and it is 1,200 square feet on the second floor. And we do have a lower level, which is 1,430 square feet of finished space consisting of an exercise room, TV room, wet bar, and a full bath. And then in the unfinished part to the left of the staircase, you see this area that looks like it's a sunken area, and that's going to be a golf simulator area once our client moves in. And then the next is a roof plan, and it just kind of shows the pictures of the roof. And then important are the next few pages, which is, this is lot 7, which if you all have that up, you can see where the sign that says lot 7 and says sold. The lot sign is approximately the center of the lot. So it's a big lot of frontage, a lot of street frontage, and you can see the existing trees that are at the rear of the lot. The very next page is the same lot, but it's looking to the south, which is towards our lot 5 and 6. The house that you see is the house that's under construction on lot 5. And again, you see there's a very nice stand of trees. Then I wanted to show you, again, just another view looking south. And it shows that there's trees all in our common ground area, which is really at the end of our cul-de-sac. But this really encompasses lots 5, part of 6, and then part of lot 7. Then immediately, if you're facing lot 7, to the left is lot 8, and that's the landscape, treescape of lot 8. And then I wanted to show you also what it looks like across the street. Lot 4 is across the street, and those are all the trees that remain and will always remain, which I think are beautiful. We actually were able to capture some of the fall colors. And then lot 3, again, is across the street. And that, again, just shows you the kind of trees that we have over at Stone Chase. Since we can't visit you in person, this is an actual picture of the bricks, samples of the brick color that our clients have selected. And then followed by the trim colors. And they're probably hard to see, but the trim color is amazing gray. Not a lot of trim. Most of it is all masonry anyway. The window color is a clay color. The gutter will be a pebble stone clay, which matches the trim color. And then the siding is hardy board cobblestone. And then the rest of your packet just includes our application, and we filled out all the details on the application.
Hey,
I'm
thank you.
happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for Mr. Simon?
Mr. Simon, I'm just curious, is there a name for this style architecture?
Well, you know.
Hey, I was going to ask that question.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Well, this is a complete custom home, and I think it's more provincial or traditional is the way I guess I would explain it. I mean, we capture a lot of beautiful roof lines. We have some wood timbers, a lot of stone, a lot of brick, and then we have some real nice brackets, arched windows. I would guess I would call it more provincial or traditional.
I would just like to know, so I have a shorthand way of being able to say, this is something I like.
Oh, good.
Blank,
Good.
you know?
Yep. We were really happy the way it worked out. I mean, no one buys our homes the way we show them on our brochures. This happened to be a combination of a few of our homes, of our Belmead and then our Stapleton, but it's a custom. It's strictly every house that we build is a redraw.
Very tasty.
Inspired by Black Forest, I guess, right? So,
Right.
what color is the stone?
The stone is it's a mixture. It's called a vase mixed tumble stone, and it has a 10 to 12% chocolate with natural mortar. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone.
Okay.
Other questions, comments for Mr. Simon? And my understanding is we have no public comments regarding this item, Laura?
Yes, that is correct.
Hearing no other questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve. It's
Mr.
beautiful.
Clark, you got a motion. Fazil, will you second that motion from Mr. Clark? Okay, thank you. Have a motion, a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Congratulations.
Thank you. Nice talking to everyone.
Mr. Simon, if you'd stay on for just a moment, I didn't want to influence the vote at all, but I wanted to thank you for the thorough presentation that you made there, to the point that it would be a great a tutorial video for other presenters at our board. This is a serious question. Would it be okay with you if we took it off the video, off of the recording, and use it as a training video for people who present to our board?
I'd be honored. That'd be great.
Thank you very much. Very thorough, complete. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Larry.
Okay, let's see here. Next item on the agenda is other. Anything else for the good of the order here tonight from everybody?
Mr.
Ryan?
Chairman, I would just mention, I think I sent it in the email, the Board of Aldermen did approve that ordinance change for ARB review.
Oh, good.
360 around the house on additions 500 square feet or larger. So,
Okay.
I mean, as soon as the next meeting, we could start seeing those kinds of projects. moving forward.
Okay. Thank you for taking that forward, Ryan. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you in December. And the date of that meeting, Laura, is what, please?
December the 7th.
December the 7th.
Yes.
Okay, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for your service again. Appreciate it. Good night.
Is there a motion? Is there a motion?
Don't forget to
I'll
vote.
make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. We are adjourned. Good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Good night.
Don't forget to vote.